Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Here we go tonight. Noble, what's up? Great to have you back in the chat right away. We're doing well tonight. Having fun, getting some stuff done in game. We're hanging out elsewhere. Hope the weekend's going well. We're going to start off strong here tonight. And I spent some time today looking at the heroic raid, some of the changes to the bosses, and I said, I can't brute force this game. I'm going to do the normal raid, I think, tonight. Secure some gear upgrades, work on my character, do some alt work. I'm not going to spend the whole night in heroic and get 2 of 8 done, you know? If we've learned anything from last night, it's that we cannot bend Kazalgar to our will. We suck. We need to improve. We need to do the cooking by the book. And that's what I'm going to do. So, buckle in. Let's have some fun. Let's find a fresh raid to go on. Fresh, fast, clean. Is that what we want? I think so. Fresh run, DPS, but they've got stuff killed. I think we start with this. It's fine. The group's just forming. We've got our 605. They believe in us. I mean, here we go. Got some Outer World Hollow Fall activities to get done still. And, man, last night was nothing short of defeating. We spent some time doing mythics, tried to change our role, trying to get something going, and boy was it fun. But I feel like we got like a couple gear upgrades. Actually, my paladin did get quite a bit of upgrade going, but I was like thinking that I'm doing something wrong by trying to push it, you know? And I thought, look at my belt, 587. Look at my shoes, 593. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that I'm doing heroic and making any progress. Like, it's going to be a big... What is this? What is this? Land in the Glimmerflies little thing? Catch 5. Wow. They're going to make me work for this. Be down here shortly. Have to finish up our hangout. Oh, dude, Hoop, welcome back. And yeah, finish it up. Do your thing. We'll be here for a long while tonight, so no rush. And of course, you know, welcome back to the game. Seems like you were adamant on starting things up, getting the character going, but we're going to do a bit of raiding, jump back onto some other characters, maybe pick up Noble if he's playing, and we'll do the thing, you know? Feel like I had to kind of recenter my week, reframe where my character was at. Just say, you know, I've got upgrades that I can still get. And maybe doing a couple heroic bosses will get me a piece of gear, maybe not, but like my chest, I've got the veteran level, even though I have the set bonus. We can improve on that. None of these lamps are lit. But I mean, we're still having a ton of fun. I worked on my rogue a little bit earlier. Got some of my profession stuff done. We do need to craft our daily flask here. So I will be doing that. Any potatoes around? I think that's what we were looking for. These little things being lit up. since we're gonna do like the raid, I was thinking maybe we should do some more gifted subs. If we get loot, we'll do gifted subs. See how many we get. I was like, oh, maybe I should do like a gifted sub for every loot upgrade I get. If I do normal, it makes it a little more digestible. If I did heroic and I was just like the luckiest person in the world, we'd go through all of our gifted subs tonight. I want to do them this whole week that we've got a bonus. So we having some fun doing that, getting some more people in with some emotes, some ad-free viewing. That's where the sauce is. What's going on here? Can I not pick this up? Just must be bugged. And I seem to have lost my gear. I think I'm like phasing with a shard here. It's got to be something with the raid. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can't make progress on these quests while I'm in a raid group. So, other than like maybe some of the kill ones or something. So we'll come back to this. Let's go back to Dornagal, craft our flask. But yeah, feeling good. I took Hoops kind of words to heart last night, and I'm like, I'm gonna drink water this stream. So I got a whole pitcher of water. I bought them for a reason. Keep them filled up, and I just don't do it. So do all the things tonight. Be a good streamer. That's what's up. Exactly. You know. So everyone's here. They're like, give me a summon. I think we're ready for raid. I think I have materials. Oh, I need some more mana oil. Oh, I need plants. We're going to head back to the auction house here. Get some plants. Lure drop. Oh, nice. It's cheap tonight. It's like half price. Let's get enough for tomorrow too then. Is that cheap? Let's get the Blessing Blossom. Oh, we need a Null Lotus too. This is nice and cheap. I think our prices are falling with the week pushing on. This isn't bad. Just set ourselves up for tomorrow as well. Hopefully I have the other mats in hand. And then I forgot what I was just telling myself to do, which is get mana oil. The grade 2 is cheaper, so let's buy 5 of these. Should set us up for the rest of the week. Delve-wise, we're done. Got 616 across the board. I did push a Mythic 2 key. My key is now a Necrotic 4. Did that earlier during nap time. And it's pretty proud of the group. We did it nice and clean. I think we had like 1 death, but the last boss got a little dicey. It was just me, the healer, and the tank surviving. Okay, so let's get a proc here. It didn't happen, but that's okay. We've got plenty of flasks now. Type 1 for summon. I guess if they're there. I'll take one. Be lazy here. All right, we've got enough mana oil. I've got to craft a bit of food. Can of course get some mage food going. I feel like I have some food in my um, bank. That's a better version, like hardy, that'll stick around for me.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders. Return and peruse my inventory again.
This is just some junk. Okay. So yeah, we'll use that. Portion out some steaks while we wait for our summon here. I was contemplating moving my monk to a Darin, even though I'm making a brewmaster. I don't know. I wanted to get the cooking bonus on one of my max level characters, but I feel like I can maybe just get my tank up to speed a bit faster than I had planned. Because I like the human for the racial lets you break a stun. I think for healer, that's super nice to have on hand. You just get caught in something that you didn't quite plan for. All right, they're pulling trash. I'm going to just zoom over. Racial super helpful, yeah. And Pandaren have like some pretty okay ones for raid progression. Like double food buff, last longer, whatever. But I think it's just better to do the work, and you know, if I can tank some groups for some people that are leveling up, that works too. What, we don't have a closet? Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot. We're gonna summon the one guy. That was worth it. Then I've got to make probably some more healing potions for tonight. Ooh, spiders. I've had a break from the Jumanji spiders invading, so that's been nice. Haven't had one today. I gotta clear this food buff. And we could probably just do our mana oil. Try to remember to reflask. I'm usually pretty good about checking what buffs I'm missing. I think I want to do 5 more healing potions. I have to say, if you're trying to work on characters this expansion, healing potions are super OP. They give you like 80% of your health back just off the rip, the basic garbage potions. Super helpful. With that, I think we're kind of ready to rock. Waiting on one more DPS. We have we've got one extra healer, so would help if I'm in a boss build. We'll see if this is a nice clean run. Maybe get some upgrades. We got... I think like at the 4th boss, we'll start getting our champion level upgrades. Of course, I'm eyeing this trinket to replace Gale of Shadows. Here we go, boys. Let's get it. There's some spider webs, guys. Come on. Seeing the majority of people doing the mechanics, so that's a good sign off the start here. Reset cooldowns here after we hit some of these bigger ones. Really, the addition of the ping system is top tier for raiding. Pretty good in groups, but I've found it really helpful since they put that in. Okay, here he goes. Gotta avoid all the charges, and of course we get hit by one. I didn't think I was anywhere near that. It looks like there's a large linear area for it. We run all the food to the boss. Get him nice and fat. All right, they got it.
You should have let me.
There it is. Easy peasy. Chest upgrade. Not for me. Actually, it is champion, but let's pass on that. Ouch.
Destroy the invaders before they ruin the harvest.
So I think this will probably all in all probably take like 2-ish hours. We'll see how quickly these bosses go down. I think we did it in 3 hours, 6 or 7 of 8 last time, a week ago. But we did have some learners. This group seems to know what's up. Have some pretty good damage.
The queen will have her prize.
I definitely have to use shifting power a bit more. I feel like that's my weakest point in playing a mage right now. So I forget to use that cooldown. And I feel like I put myself in some bad positions when I do use that. Because it, you know, makes you stand still for 5 seconds or something. But resets your cooldown, so I'll just get better. That's all I can do, you know? Okay, so this boss, got to split our DPS groups and get a debuff. It allows us to kill some ads. 17 minutes on Flask, so we're all right. And what group are we in? We're in group 1. So we'll probably be over here. Okay, nope, we're over there. And they pulled. Which that's fine, I guess. Reset. Never mind, go, go, go. Okay. Hope no one needed a break. So we move these tentacles around. Kind of a circle to help keep them away from everybody. Okay, it's not us. So we're going to be in the next group of getting the debuff and killing ads. So we just get to free DPS here. Stay out of other people's tentacles as they run them over me. Get way out. Let's reset cooldowns here. Now it's to ads. Start working on the next group. Looking good. Gonna be a nice easy kill here. Boom. It's a healer trinket. So nothing good this time. But of course, get our Great Vault unlock for the 2 bosses. Already looking good. Which at worst, hopefully we get like our 4-piece set bonus upgrade at 597. Try to push Mythic a bit more tomorrow, Monday. That is, if we're not stuck raiding some more. But I've been pretty happy with the progress we've made so far on the characters that I've been playing. Got plenty more to go. Or at least slotting up the kind of 4 main characters I want to be playing. That way we can kind of fill any group role we need. $10 on Flask. We probably need to refresh that. It won't make the next boss. So we'll get 3 hours, and that should provide for the entire clear. These guys hit pretty hard. I think I need a piece off of this guy coming up. Just looking over on my other PC at my gear list. So please don't die. Oh, he's got the gloves. The glove slot. Rebuffs going out. Oh, he drops the neck piece I need too.
will make fine trophies! Flesh was made for cutting. Piercing lunge. Flesh was made for cutting.
Gonna get moving here. Rain of arrows.
Flesh was made for cutting. My blade always
What are you doing, guy? Nothing worse than when someone runs a boss skill into you.
cutting. Time to clean your filth with my blade. Flesh was made for cutting. Piercing lunge. Flesh was made for cutting. Deadly technique. Flesh was
Doing okay here. We should get it. No problem. One dead only.
your guard cannot stop me.
And get the heroic version. These
Made for cutting.
fools. There's a lot more. And they stick around the entire fight, and you can't clear them. Might be wrong, but I thought that's what I read.
My execution.
That's a cool looking bow.
Whisper the Queen's name and they will carry you
So
to the
nothing-
sanctum.
But I can loot here. Already have that version.
You dare challenge the might of my empire?
Got some ranged aggro, so throughout my mirror image. Just have that drop off. Got a couple people taking a little break here, so we're just clearing some trash.
Your conspiracy is doomed.
I'm getting chunked by this ad. Bringing them in to the boss and dipping out. Didn't help.
And behold, the pinnacle of Nerubian evolution. There you abide! Biting rain. Ravage.
Are we going? Are we resetting? What are we doing? Guess we're going down.
Brutal claw. A feast of bones.
Oh, he's mad. He's mad about that. At least it's a short back here. Make some mage food. All right. Ready to rock again. Yeah, I forgot to make repair bots. So I only have a couple here. I think 2. Wherever they went. Yeah.
I have many lucky doos you like. Good fortune to our friends.
Just waiting on a dead DPS here. Look, we're almost halfway done.
There you abide! Biting rain.
Alright, so in this fight, you try to bring the webs to the sides of the platform because you want to have the movement of the poison wave that you'll see upcoming. But a couple people get the similar wave to the Dawnbreaker dungeon. They got to move it out to the sides. They did a good job there. You kind of want to keep the mid clear of the spider webs so they can move that poison pretty quickly. And this boss is about to pick up and move. We'll have to follow him. Reset cooldowns here so I can move a bit faster. Then we dodge swirlies.
Yo.
What's up, Zephyr? Yeah, no worries. Just wanted to thank you for popping in. And I feel like last night when I said, you know, here's what you should do to kind of get back into the game, it was like peak chaos. We were trying to get mythics done and probably wasn't super clear. Just wanted to follow up with him. Sometimes that happens, but oh yeah, for sure. And we can definitely just kind of set up more like one-on-one style as well. Or just while you're in chat, while we're breaking on stuff. So right now we're doing the normal raid, getting some gear upgrades hopefully towards the end of the raid. It'll give us better rewards. And I'm going to try to, every upgrade we get tonight, I'm going to try to do a gifted sub on that. So we'll do some of those later. See if we get any upgrades here. Helm, we've got our set bonus 619, so we'll give some gear to some other pals. What is this? Shoulder. I think we have the champion version already, so it's not going to let me need on that. I could get the chest upgrade. That's still on the board. Frost Mage, my main. Yeah, for this expansion, like the Outer World stuff, Frost Mage is probably going to be what I do. I'm playing Mechanome, so I can get all the profession stuff done, like right on top of my body. People can cook on me. It really helps with the field kind of work that you're doing, getting out into the open world and not having to go back, which for Mage, it's pretty simple because you got the teleport, right? But I don't feel like I need to pause my play to continue. And then you've got a little bit of the progression help with your racial. This prevention of death. I feel like this light duplicator doesn't work the same as mirror image. Mirror image, they usually will attack your mirror images. This just seems like it's a visual effect that might be nice for PvP. I don't think it really helps in open world. You still get chunked by mobs as soon as you pop it. So, well, it's nice to have an extra like racial distraction type thing. It kind of gets lost in in practice. Main Warlock since day one. The last expansion you started with Priest first. Gotcha. Yeah, and Priest is in a kind of rough spot. I made Priest the last few expansions, and actually Shadowlands I made Monk, but Dragonflight. I didn't play much of Dragonflight. I just kind of like kept current with the game when patches came back. Oh, there's a new content patch. I would log in and just like get the catch-up gear and do some profession stuff, but really wasn't interested in Dragonflight all that much. I felt like the story was junk. So I couldn't really get with it. But yeah, for this expansion, Frost Mage has been super fun. It's helped with progression. It's a little tough to be a clothy, I think, right now. Oh my gosh, we're getting destroyed. They pulled way too much. Got to the point where you buy the new X pack, get to max level, and stop playing. I feel like a lot of people get there. And I didn't want to do that for this expansion. I really wanted to kind of lean into it and play because it seemed like it was going to be good. The story's good. And I always return to WoW. I feel like that's my bread and butter of gaming. So I didn't want to give up on it this time. So we're kind of leaning in, going all in. It's our addiction. Yeah, exactly. Like you can't put it down. Whether you're playing classic, like whether you're playing retail, some of the newer stuff, I just can't get away from it. So it is what it is. We're just gonna be stuck in this loop. We're Blizzard boys. That's all we can do. It's kind of gross to say, but I mean, like, and you said you were an OG player. Like, people dump thousands of hours, thousands of dollars into this game to have your character look good, to get in good groups and guilds and stuff. So that's kind of where I want to sit, is offering that outlet to some returning players or just like people that I encounter, just being like, hey, let's link up. And then we've got the stream to back up all we're doing, so that we can catch those cool moments, those funny moments, and as well, have a place to kind of rally the banner. Gonna grab water, which means you need to hydrate too. Oh, this guy's gonna get me. I'm drinking coffee right now, but as soon as my cup is empty, I will hydrate. I promise. I feel like coffee is somewhat water. Am I okay? Does that count? No, it doesn't. It's the opposite. It dehydrates you a bit. Not too much, but a diuretic. All right, so we lost to DPS. We lost the paladin that keeps pulling trash. I think he got kicked. He pulled the boss once on accident, and then the tanks pulled the left side of the room. He pulled the right side of the room. And I feel like our raid leader just said, all right, buddy. We're not going to sit here all night and wipe because of you. Sucks to see, but he'll learn. He'll learn the hard way. And I feel like as far as the rest of our channel resources, they're in their infancy. I know I got bots chatting up what we got going on YouTube, but really all we got on YouTube right now is the stream backup. So I'm streaming to, Twitch, Kick, YouTube every time I sign on. Now that you can do that, but we can kind of generally ignore those for the moment if you're new to the channel. Once I start posting some cool stuff or funny things that go on, might be a little more worth your time to check in on that. We're going to be summoning here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Are they able to summon? What's going on here? So yeah, cloth is a little rough. Kind of get chunked pretty quickly. You got to make sure you're not standing in anything. So if you want a more forgiving class coming back, I would put some plate on. At least some mail, maybe some leather, but you know, you can always be a tryhard and make sure you're not standing and stuff. All right, here we go. Now the closet's not bugged. I think it had something to do with the boss being in like mid reset. I saw it go out, so hopefully this guy joins up. And then we died, so I'll just trash food buff. Yeah, we got him. We're good to go. This boss is pretty easy. You just put the debuff over the eggs, kill the ads, don't let them feed on them. It's a normal blizzard worm. Here he goes. He puts some shadows on the floor when he ingests the black blood finally. Takes him a while, but outside of the swirlies, he puts this like growing thing on the floor. Got to be mindful of that. And I think you move along the room, adjusting for the eggs. So now we go to ads. Gotta freeze those up and get some AoE damage going. Gonna go down before I get my big cast off. Trying to make sure that they put the debuff on top of the egg sacs closest to his little shadow thing. Right? Don't put that on me. Interrupting the bigger ads that have poison blast is pretty important to mitigating some damage. So got an ad on the field. There we go. Make sure we get the closest egg to his shadow. Here comes Mads. All right. Big damage phase. He's going to go down real easy. This is a good group. I feel like we won't struggle too much. The Silken Court 7th boss is going to be tough just because that's what it is. And then the last boss is pretty tough to coordinate. I'll volunteer again to do the Pimple mechanic, the poison bop. That was fun last week, being in charge of that. All right, egg break here. Better not stand in damage. I'm gonna use a pot just because I took a good amount of my health and damage. We don't die. That's the rule. All right. Held an offhand.
Well done. The Queen is furious over the destruction of her experiments. Keep pushing.
So I have my crafted piece. That's 599. It is an upgrade. I think I have one in my bank. So we'll need on it. Probably won't get it. Nope. Bad roll. Let's see what we've got next. The Nexus Princess. Lake item. We're cruising through this one. An hour deep. And we're on 5th boss. Yeah, I think if we can do Silken Court real easy, we've got 2 hours into this tonight. And that's going to be a dream, getting raid done in only a couple hours this week. Leaves us some opportunity to push some mythics. And just finish off some other weekly activities. This next boss is pretty tough. I think I haven't been keeping up with the race to world first, but I feel like they struggled a bit for a couple days on this boss. Just placing the knives and dashes and all the stuff that this boss brings. But they're closing in. I think Liquid got down to 10% today, I saw. So we should see the final kill if anyone's interested in it. I don't really care about it. But it's cool to see, you know. At least you get to learn the fights and watch the pros do it. I feel like I very rarely don't have my ice barrier up this expansion. Like, it's just skill number 1. You can't start casting a frostbolt without protecting yourself. from the spiders. All right. So if you get the debuff for the little portal thing, I'm pretty sure you put it on any of these spikes. The tank tanks them over here. You try to put them on this side of the room. And then, of course, get away from the raid if you get any of the big debuff markers. Good on consumables. I will make some more mage food. Let's take primary stat buff over our mastery. 2 seconds and ready. Now they just put a bunch of colors around here. It's not really that helpful. Okay, so he's doing the back side of the room. So we're trying to kind of focus these 3 spots if we get the portal. Here we go. Let's let the tank get first hit. And right into our cooldowns. Use the blink to get back out. Now they're going to dash all through the center. So you just make sure that you aren't in line. Same thing here with the Nexus daggers. Just don't be standing in them. Or you get a good chunk of damage. Just trying to stay away from getting pulled in. We are doing pretty well here, escaping damage. And I say that as someone just put the attack directly into me. All right, the rifts are going to be weird here. Do a little mitigation, help the healers out after that so we can recover. Welcome back. Over there, Hoop. All right, we bring this way to the edge. We don't want to be standing near anyone for this phase. We don't want anyone to stand inside of us. We got it again. And I'm going to use my mitigation to help out the healers since I'm so far away. And I'm out of range. I don't want to get caught taking extra damage. And we're back into cooldowns. Gotta use my shifting power more. I think it's really holding back my DPS. I'm gonna relocate here away from those Nexus rifts. Smart plays, that's right. That's all we do here. We're getting kind of pulled in. Ideally, you want these rifts on all of the nodes that they have set, because then it creates a central vacuum and they cancel each other out, and then no one gets pulled in. This one's going to be weird. I'm just going to get far away. Use blink if I have to. We're going to cold snap and just push through. Use our mitigation so we can get off some big hits. Don't really care if we get caught in anything at this point. There it is. Huge. Okay. Do I need any of this?
Impressive. But did you believe you were fighting the real thing?
This is hands,
Queen to you. I get paid
not an
regardless.
upgrade.
I will let you
Trinket,
monkeys grow
not what we
until
need.
I collect. Until
That's
then,
okay.
watch your back.
I'm happy to be in the raid and see some other people get some gear in those slots that I've already looted. I tend not to like need on something unless it's really a big upgrade. Someone in our raid just said, dang, we're pretty good. I think we're doing well. We're cruising through this. This boss is going to be the check, whether we're a good team or not. And I need the trinket really badly.
Likely to cover your own treachery. After I rend them, I will deliver
And I could use the bracers as well. They're going to be an upgrade. Stat-wise, my haste and mastery are switched. I need more haste. We'll rebuff here, put out the mage food, do all the things. Who can do web? They're probably going to ask me and maybe like a monk to do web. I've not done it before. Everyone's silent. It's crickets. Who can do the web? Nobody. I feel like I could do it. You found a fantastic little idle game. Nice. Those are always fun. Especially when you're just hanging out. What's it on mobile? Web browser called the Farm RPG. Look at you go, dude. What do? Do you farm? Like literally farming? Like plants? Or is it like just because you do a lot of game type farming? All right, let's summon in the others. I feel like if I could dedicate to doing the webs, we might be okay. But I'll wait to see if someone's done it already. I don't know how to initiate it. Text-based game, tapping for fishing, mostly farming crops and crafting. Nice. I'm glad you found something fun to do. Spent no money, can progress just as fast as those who do. Yeah, because you're a farmer. You're a farmer. You're an RPG farmer. All right. So the evoker strategy for this, I suppose, is rescuing someone into the webs and then you're linked. And the guy said, I'm a gamer, I'll do it. Did spend 8 years of your life on a dairy farm? Well, look at that. Then you're ready to rock for your idle game. This fight is super fun. I love the mechanics on it. It's frustrating for learning, but I think it's like a nice, delicate dance. that is really well designed. I think the trade out in the middle, the rotating around the platform, it's just like the entire fight you're doing something. And that feels great when you have fights that aren't just like, I'm standing still and I'm just doing damage. We're rebuffed. We're readied up. These bosses share a health pool, so it doesn't really matter who you're targeting other than keeping an eye on their skills. The kind of Anubarak skin boss has the charge where he takes a little more damage, I think. So we keep that in mind when he's webbed up and standing still. We're just trying to focus on these ads at the moment. So they're using that web to trip up his charge. I'm getting shredded, gonna health. No one's helping on these ads. Big problem. Gonna pot. And move back to the group so we can get some healing. The ads are hugely important. And you don't want to be standing in those swirlies or you break up the webs that are necessary for the webbers. So there's a lot of movement, a lot you got to do here. Let's see. They dropped the webs. We're done. Cooked. Wipe it up. I don't know what happened there. They walked into each other. Yeah, I mean, we got to 60%. Just wipe it. All right. I knew we were going to get a couple attempts on this one. It's just a lot to manage. Come on, dude. Just die. Why are they still blowing cooldowns? I think we'll get it if we can get the webs in order. Refresh our health stones. And they put out another feast. Look at that. All right, while we wait here, we're going to We're gonna start up some ads to break our pre-roll up. And get into the fight here. Fight attempts. That way we can pull in some ad-free viewing for the next hour. We're just summoning someone. There's nothing going on, so don't feel like you're missing anything. Still filling our party. Liquid must have just wiped. Everyone's in chat talking about it. I guess they were really close to a boss kill. It's pretty crazy. I was looking at like the economics of it, and they're spending like 90 grand or something on this race as a team, worth of like in-game gold. They were at like 2%. That's crazy. There he goes. Sorry, was getting hydration. What we need to do. The warrior you got is so much stronger starting out than the last time you played. Yeah, they cleaned up the leveling experience in the old world with like their pre-expansion update. And I feel like it's super good for returning players or for people that are lower level. So you probably feel good. You're just like smoking all your targets. It's pretty tough to get killed. It's fun. And you could just focus on dungeons and quests and stuff. Yeah, feels fantastic, right? I feel like the WoW combat is like pretty top tier. It's always been just good. So we're waiting on one more. One more here. Like when you play classic, it's tough. Yeah. I want to like probably dip back into hardcore classic and just like take it slow on a character. I was really pumped when they added Solo Southbound, and I want to go back and just like play through that experience again. Maybe I'll do it in like a year or something. We'll see if I have time. It's like one of my long-term back of mind things for a while that I want to do. All right, we're wrapping up our ads here, getting another player, it looks like, to fill the raid. We might pull without it, see if we can do it. I think we're just missing a damage. I don't know about hardcore. That's way too hardcore for you. Yeah, like that. Like even Solo Southbound classic soft would be cool, I feel like. And that's, you can only, I think once you get to max level, you can trade with your guild and stuff. You can only equip stuff that you loot personally, which I think is super cool. You can't like cheese your way to the end. Professions matter more. Like all of your progress matters just that tiny bit more. And I think it adds like a little bit of extra to the game, to an experience that like you might have had already, just in classic, but they made it like a realm option when you go to start the game. So I think them adding all these game types that are in line is super refreshing to the player base, where you don't have to like get an add-on or like make up your own rules or something like that, you know. It's just kind of like in line. It feels a lot better. And everyone on that server is playing under the same rule set. So I think that's really cool. I'm gonna Healthstone here. I literally, if I didn't do that, I would have just died, I think. That was just like a coincidence lineup. It made me look good. I'm super happy about that. Healthstone. I missed my ice cold damage mitigation but the health stone went off and saved my life. Nice, we're grouping ads here. That's what we want to see. And I'll mitigate again. I think I'm a little out of range. I feel like anytime that I sit out of range, I need to help my healers out with that tiny bit of mitigation. All right, we got web set. They're looking good. Oh, we've got 2 set up. We're ready for heroic. They did it. All right, again, I'm going to pot to mitigate. We're getting close to the dance of this fight. So I think we're looking pretty good. I'm going to use shifting power here really quick as we start moving. And in this phase, we've got to move around the webs. She sets them and then explodes them. It's okay if you're in the set. It's not okay if you're in the explosion. So we're going to just take our time here, move to these open spots, hope that the healers can keep us up in this phase. There's a lot of damage that goes out. And you've got to break her shield by doing DPS. So we're just going to move with the group here, use Blink to create a little more space, and we should break the shield here on this little run here. I'm going to Ice Cold and mitigate. They're back up. So now we're just going to Blink into open space again. And get some big damage as we return to the normal phase. I think if we don't get it here, we have a chance at one more clean kind of progression. But we're looking okay. Only a couple dead. We've got to do the mechanic for the caster boss. If you get the debuff, you've got to move in. And she can't get this cast off or we die. I don't think the healers are dispelling. Time warp. Nope. We go down. Someone didn't bring in the whatever it's called, stinging swarm or something. And we didn't get the stinging swarm. We didn't get the debuff off of us and put back onto the boss. All right, here we go. Let's catch up on chat. That would help you learn knowledge of the game that you don't have. Yeah. I'm going to steal my big bags off my DK. And I sense it's Horde. Yeah, if they're soulbound, if they're like literally sitting on your character, then no. If they're just crafted and sitting in your bank, then yes. But if you have gold at all, just go to the auction house and buy like cheap bags. Just aim for a 30 slot bag. I think they're 30 gold each or something. Yeah. They're like super cheap. And then make sure you get a reagent bag too, because they've added that extra slot. And I think that again was like 50 gold maybe. But it helps you sort your reagents. I can't believe I only have a 20 slot reagent bag on this character. Suck. You have like 40k left? Yeah. Oh, you got plenty to buy bags then, for sure. I wouldn't buy the like newest bags of the expansion. You also get this 34 slot bag from something in the expansion, but aim for like 28, 30 slots. I think they're the same price to get 30, 32 slots as 28, so just go with that. Yo, what's up over on Kick? We're doing well tonight. How are you doing? We're just raiding over here, trying to get Nerubar Palace done. We're on the 7th boss. So here's the fight coming from the raid lead. If you have the debuff, climb into the boss's ass. Simple as it is. You know? Clear, effective communication. That's all we need. Get this fight done. Some guy invited you to his group and gave me 500 gold. He's flying you somewhere. Is it Noble? Did he track you down? Swack the patient. All right. Well, he's probably just helping out new players, returning players. Sometimes people just like to do that in game. They just like to chill, and they might be, you know, super far along in their progression and just want to give back. Yeah, be careful he doesn't drop you off in the ocean and kill you. Like, don't take candy from the stranger. And Hoop's like, yes, I like it. Not that you've ever done that, Noble. You've done it. You are the guy. You're like, hey, I've got a 2-person mount. If you want to come hang out with me. He's taking you over water. Just get out, dude. Get out. Just use exit vehicle. He's giving you 500 gold to kill you. And we're going to GM Island. Oh, shit. Yeah. He's giving you gold to kill you. He's like fulfilling some weird dark fetish right now. He sits in the dark, gaming, alone, no friends. He's got 501 gold. We're over the ocean. Yep. Mm-hmm. And he's giving you 500 gold so he can bring you over the fatigue zone, kill you, and then when you're trying to swim back, you can't get out. You're going to try to hearth, and you can't hearth because you're going to die. You're just going to get stuck. New players are like, what's this fatigue bar? All right, we're looking good on buffs. 40 minutes on oil, an hour on our flask, and we've got the feast. I think we'll get it this time. The healers were complaining about range and whatnot, but it was really just the debuff. If she gets that cast off, your entire party dies. You might be able to like heal through it if you have god healers or something, but you pretty much go down. It seems like everyone's focusing on ads a bit more, so that's nice to see. I just got disconnected, reconnected to Blizzard services. Oh my god. Blink away from the ad and you're right into the boss skill. There we go. Yeah. Set this ad up the other direction. All right, here, big damage to the main big guy. A little bit of mitigation here. Should save my mirror image for when I get that fixate. I wonder if it breaks it at all. Might help at least. He's taking you back. I don't know, man. You got a new buddy. You certainly have a new buddy. I have 2 ads on me? What? Bring him to the boss. There's no way they get through. Our melee will cleave them down. I believe in them. They're getting through. The melee didn't do their job. Alright, I'm health stoning. And big damage to the guy that's all webbed up. The healers are focusing damage. I'm using my mitigation. Let's get it here. Got Icy Veins coming up. Ooh. Try to use this. Help break the shield. This phase is tough for casters. A lot of movement. Can't really get all your casts off. All right, I'm out of blinks, so movement is more important than damage here. All right, debuffs have to go in. Gonna mitigate a little bit. Call of the Swarm. Get me out. Back on ads. Oh no. Come on, I gotta get my dispel. Dispel me, dispel me, dispel me, dispel me. They're not dispelling me. There it is. Get out, get out. Too late. We might be able to B-res and retain a little bit here. I'm just telling them to focus on clearing the debuff. We have enough damage. But like there's way too many melee and ranged sitting in. So that when you dispel it, it's just jumping to a party member instead of jumping to the boss. And when you get her the 3 stacks of the dispel, it breaks her apocalypse explosion. He dropped you and picked you back up. He told you to be safe when he brought you back. What are these people doing, dude? He asked you if you wanted any more gold, but you said no because you're not doing any sexual favors for weirdos. I released on accident. Oh man, I jinxed it. I said we were going to get this quick. We had a good group, and luckily that guy who keeps screwing up our wipes is gone. He just keeps fighting the boss when everyone's like, just stop. Saw enough videos on YouTube when you were a kid about WoW to know better than to take too much gold from strangers. That's right. All right, let's reset here. I don't really have faith in this group getting the last boss done if we can't get this done. Like, maybe I'll try to find a group that's working on court if this one can't get it together. And then I think might have to call it and just get into like a queen group by itself. I just can't spend my whole night in here. I think we'll do a couple more attempts. We got it pretty close there. But we did lose a good portion of the group, so hopefully we're pulling in people that know how to do the fight and not the reverse. All right, let's get it here.
Lives are forfeit! Toxic wound! Viscous detonation!
Holy cow. Taking a lot of damage. Trying to clear ads here. Get someone on a spike. We don't have webs. No, we do. Okay. That was too far. I don't know. I guess we got it there. Gonna mitigate a bit. All right, just going to mid. We need to reduce damage here, big time. Should get a little healing. Come on. Got a nice window to do some DPS here. All right. Here comes ads coming up. Come on. They just, like, they don't get the debuff.
A pointless endeavor. A pointless endeavor.
Yeah, this group's not going to put it together. The healers aren't dispelling. And the people are not... they're not leaving the middle, so it's just bouncing into our group. Okay, here we go. What professions do you think you should take? Don't know much. What's your race? Human? Doesn't matter. Prefer gathering. Yeah, gathering's always good to like make money and start off on like a main. And yeah, you can switch any progress, especially like when you get to the new expansion. There's like Kazalgar professions, so they just run in line with only the new stuff. So anything you do now, I wouldn't even bother. I mean, like, no one's buying that old world stuff anyway. But yeah, as you get to the new expansion, you can pick up gathering herbalism or herbalism mining, and that will give you a good gold income. Okay, so we got to get back into a court group. Court or queen, something like that. And before that, I'm gonna bio real quick, so we'll be right back. Go grab a drink or do the same, and I'll catch you in a couple minutes. All right, we're back. Let's find a group. Let's finish this up. Thanks for the welcome back. Here we go. They need a healer for this one. I mean, we can apply to this. I think it's a wait list, though. They need a healer. They need a healer. Oh, is this a group? I don't think I was in that group, but again, wait list. So we might be waiting for a bit. Might have to try to finish this up. Could also just look for a queen group. Court to queen. Can apply to this one. Queen DPS. Oh, that's heroic. Just sit and find her all night. It looks like. Let's look back at Silken. Man, takes forever to find a group for this stuff. Guess we'll just repair and
I have many
put junk away.
you like.
And even still, that was like a good start for tonight. Remake group finder boss is the hardest in the expansion. That's right. Yeah, man, just to clear it. You wipe on it all the time. Yeah. I wish you could filter a little better. Like, you get the entire like run of bosses, but then you can't filter past that. Oh shit. Who? Quite literally. Damn, dude. Are these people like not pulling things in? They're just sitting with you in queue. Like, I feel like people wanna play the game. Silken Court, normal. Can summon. All right, I feel like I've signed up for all of them that aren't full. Need heals. All right, I guess while we wait, we should go do some quest content. At least head that direction. If we are waiting for a while. Be happy if I get this fight done tonight, because then like Queen is digestible to do like tomorrow or Monday night. But I don't want to have both of them hanging over my head. I did the entire raid. Looting stuff I didn't need. These are the two bosses that have gear that I need. I gotta get it done. Everything I did tonight was for nothing so far. It was to get to this point. So I'll be disappointed if I sit in Group Finder for 3 days. Can't get it done. Well, 2 days are left. It's not going to happen, Hoop. We're going to get it done. Silken Court, easy. There it is. We got the group. And it's a different group than the one we were in, I think. So that's good. let's request a stop and get over there. Hopefully they can summon in. 10 minutes left on our oil only. Woo. Nice. Got our son. Got our summon, staying hydrated. Someone's put out an everything stew. Delicious. All right, let's summon and refresh our oil. We'll need it for the queen, and we're good otherwise. All right, let's get this fight done. Perfect timing. We got 15 minutes before our next ad cycle hits, and we'll get this boss done. Those in the intermission, get to the queen and get the kill. Hopefully they have some Webbers designating or designated. And they're not just like relying on people to get to it or something. You need designated people on it. Here we go.
I will have your scars. Your lives are forfeit. Venomous sting. Struggling is futile.
No, no, do not use up all the webs. Too early. Oh, thank God they had another person doing it. Holy cow. Mitigating, gonna potion.
Struggling is futile. Toxic wound.
Gonna get these ads down. Spread out wolfies. Good work. We're having like a couple different people do it. That's okay. Hopefully they all know the dispel part. Seem like we're gonna get there healing wise. some damage off here. To end the shield phase quickly. Come on now. There it is. It's over. Shifting power. Let me get reset here for our AoE. So we got these swarmers coming up. All right. Here comes the important part. Don't have the debuff. I don't know if we can make it through this. Yeah. I can just barely make it through that. All right, I've geared the monk enough today. Gonna go ahead and stop for the night. Good luck with court and queen. Oop, no more stranger danger. Thanks for tuning in, Noble. Hope you're doing well and get some rest. See you in the next one, man. We're gonna get this done, I promise. Learned your lesson. Have a good one. Nice. I don't know why people draw this out, right? There's like 4 of them left. Just die. All right, looks like we're getting in a different group. Let's stick close by. We'll just go ahead and run our pre-roll while we look for a new group. That'll help. And it'll take a while to find a group anyway. Silken. Silken. Oh, that's heroic. Do normal. I feel like this was the group we were
just in, maybe. Let's try again to search normal. And then add silken to it. Man, it sucks trying to raid as a DPS. That's for sure. Let's see. All right. Let's try to finish here. Nice. Having fun leveling from fresh. This is bad, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, the game is in a good spot. I really do think so. I'm having fun. I haven't had fun in WoW for a long while. Probably since like Legion or so. Was the last time I really felt like there were some good challenges, some stuff to chase. PvP was pretty good. We'll get a group here and get this fight done, get Queen done.
And I feel like probably the raid is fun to go through, but it's probably my least important content. Like I would much rather be doing like dungeon and open world content. Just because everything could go wrong so quickly and you're relying on like one or two people to get in the correct position. So like tonight, right? I'm gonna spend 3 hours probably or more doing this raid. And probably not get anything because also the loot is spread out between so many players. But I think a couple more weeks we'll be doing that, and then I'm gonna try to polish off some of the pieces that I actually can replace through basic content this week. I feel like I got a leg upgrade, but it is champion level, not leveled up. Also, in a couple weeks, you have the best monk and warrior ever. That's right. That's right. Here we go. Let's get it, everybody.
I will have your scars. Your lives are forfeit. Venomous sting. Struggling is futile.
All right. Bringing in the ads. Oh, wow. We've got a lot on spikes over here to try to get those cleaned up. Got webs. Webs aren't set. Or they are. Okay, good. They got them. Cool. Let's help the healers recover a bit. Continue damage. And the main guy here.
Viscous detonation. Venomous sting.
And a health stone. Gotta get these ads down, man. What are these guys doing? No one's focusing them. And we're heading into the mid phase with one player dead. Gonna mitigate here. And a potion just to help the healers out. All right. Again, mitigating. I'm gonna reset cooldowns here. We have a few seconds. My God, let me out. Come on, guys. Where are the dispels? Why are people having such a huge problem with this? If you don't have the debuff, just get out of mid. If you do have the debuff, move into the boss. It's very simple. People just don't know the mechanic, and that's where all of these teams are going down at. And here we go again. Don't use mass dispel. All right, here we go. Group's leaving again. Like, this is insane. Ugh. I haven't been so stuck on this boss. I mean, even the first week that I did raid, first week that the raid was open, I cleared this boss. I didn't clear the last boss, but I think we'll give it one more group attempt, and then at that point we'll call it and hope that some better players are on. I mean, people are learning. There's really no rush to this. But it's just, there's only so much you can do, you know, if people aren't moving in. We're just going to get killed by her apocalypse cast. I think court is a better modifier. People are saying court instead. There it is. Got a full group. Hopefully we get it. Nice. Summoned up to the boss. Do we have evokers? I feel like this mechanic is kind of tough because you need to be like in unison with the player. Dragon Isle's the last expansion before this one. Yeah, exactly. That was Dragonflight. So I'll just kind of hover and see if I can be like a help to these webs.
I will have your scars. Your lives are forfeit.
Fool didn't do the story there yet. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's some like weird dragon furry garbage. I really didn't get it. Brought in characters that like were too outside the realm of like WoW heroes, right? Like normally you had like members of the Alliance or Horde driving the story. And then it became this huge like dragon thing that they were just like too big of powers in the realm. And it really drew away from the story because it was like almost like these colossal figures fighting and you just felt underpowered. And like what is the point of all this? None of the dungeons linked up to the raid. It was like this weird like school academy thing and these other like odd dungeons. Something about time travel. It just was, in my opinion, lackluster. So yeah, some people liked it. I just really didn't get along with it. And then they did a lot of changes that I disliked. So the mechanics of the game kind of sucked as well. So that was bothering me. Holy cow, dude. I'm taking a lot of damage. Give the healers a little break. Okay, cooldowns for this part. Let's get some early damage in. Just feel like we take so much damage in this section. It's really tough on the heals. All right, we're done. All right, here's the debuff part. Here's the important part. I'm gonna do shifting power. Reset some cooldowns. Gotta get these ads down. Okay. I have the debuff. Go into the middle. Come on, dispel me, dispel me, dispel me, dispel me. There it is. And I'm out. We got her. We got her. They did the debuff right. We can do it. Just gotta get the ad down. Pump some damage. Might be able to get some B-reses up. All right, here comes the second dance. This is where the other guys got the movement stuff now. So we just cast and avoid all the stuff on the ground. It's very simple, but we're in the end phase of the fight here. Just got to blow through this shield. Getting pretty lucky, not having to move too much. Able to get some good damage in. Got the spike to help them out. I think we're gonna do it, Hoop. Get out. Let's go, let's go. Nice. Gotta be res out. All right, here comes some stinging swarm. Now everything happens, the whole fight. All the things happen at once. Any webbers? We needed to keep some webs. Ouch. 20%. A quarter of the rate is up. He's got Stinging Swarm. They gotta get dispelled. I think they dispelled a stack early. They did. Yeah, we got messed up, man. That last phase, you're supposed to keep a web stack for the charge. and the people went too far away from each other. It just randomly gets applied to you in that last phase. We got to get to a point where we can repair. Yeah, we got them down to like 20%.
I have many, many wares.
Unfortunately, like half of my gear we get off these guys. Luckily, we've looted a lot of it. Okay. Through the other avenues of the game. Like a catalyst, my chest piece, and then we looted the helm out of our great vault, and then the gloves and shoulders we catalyst over, so we're not relying on these guys for our stat bonus, but it'd be nice to get the trinket. Got a reflask here. Man, we've been really going for a bit on these guys. Ah, they put out a feast. Even better. All right, here we go. We got it this attempt. For sure. No fail.
I will have your scars. Your lives are forfeit. Venomous sting. Struggling is being time.
Do all our AoE.
Struggling is being time. Venomous sting. Skewer.
Uh-oh. It's time to wipe.
Thou cretin.
went to get some food. You see, it's not. It is not. We lost the charge that time. All right. This is my last attempt at this tonight. Because I want to actually play the game and not just sit here waiting for people to learn buttons.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles.
I mean, eventually we'll get to the point where we could just like do this in one shot. People will know the fight, know the mechanics. But not so early in the expansion, I guess. This is like raid week 4, I think, 3 or 4. Yeah, I want to make some progress on some other characters. Got a lot of rested characters ready to level. Nice, a repair. Make a couple more healing pots. I have no clue where Chromie is in Alliance. Can you tell me? Yeah. If you're looking at the map of Stormwind, which is in Stormwind, back here by the Stormwind Embassy. So here's the main view. Trade District is where you kind of port in Hearth. She's way back here. She's sitting on like a rock, like right here-ish. So hopefully that helps. Stormwind. Yeah. Stormwind Embassy. Still looking for a couple here, but I mean, we got the Dispel down. We lost a healer, so things could go wrong the next attempt, but hopefully not. Yeah, after coming up on this, we're like going to be in raid about 3 hours. I think last week it took like 5 hours to do raid. So I think we're going to be around there again, depending on how the queen kill goes. Might do Pandaria. Yeah, man. Wherever you can have some fun and get some XP. That's all it is. I'm gonna eat some food to get a food buff. Done everything, but it's been a minute for Pandaria. Played most of Classic, bunch of War mains, so done the old stuff a bunch. Gotcha. Yeah. I kind of go back and forth on doing some of the older content. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to go back through that. And then other times I'm like, yeah, I'm glad it's old. Glad we're not coming back. All right. He's ready now. This game's going to run to the end of time. Dude, it's actually awesome that they have like a 10-year plan going right now. Because they really needed like some direction. And I feel like it'll hook a good amount of people, and there's like some good resources going to the game at least. Where are the Webbers? Where are the Webbers? And yep, that was my last attempt. I'm out. Damn, they're getting serious. Glad to hear someone with the brains in charge. Yeah, like the one of the original creators is like back in the creative control. So he's got this whole idea. Yeah. Yeah, no more appeasing people and listening to what essentially was like bad players. It's kind of what it boiled down to. And like the focus is more on like the general player now, because the past
probably like 5 to 8 years in WoW has been the focus on these like world first, like 2% player pop people who are like, I play the game, I have no life, and there's not enough content, or like there's, I don't know, like here's the changes that we want. And they were thinking of these people who are not their audience. So they're making changes based on what this small, tiny population of the game was saying. And it negatively affected the rest of the people who are like, I just want to sign on and like explore the world, do some quests, hang out with buddies, like have some fun. Like that's the WoW player. Get a guild and then spend an entire expansion or a good amount of time getting geared up and having fun. Everything else is just like this huge race now. And you saw it last night in our dungeon content. Like the vast majority of people are still learning. That's totally cool. But they've got to like make the game for those people and really force new players into this track where they can learn the game. Because I mean, look at the skills, right? We look at like the talent system, crazy complicated. Sure, you can look online, but like you really kind of got to understand what your class does for your rotation, got all this stuff. So someone who like hasn't played WoW, and I have friends that haven't played it too much, look at it and go, oh my God, there's so many buttons. Like, how do I even manage that? And it's an immediate turn off for them. They're like, I don't want to play that. So that was raid. We got 6 of 8 done tonight, so that was pretty good. But I'd like to have seen more. It is what it is. We'll try to finish up the rest of the week. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to get a neck piece upgrade for the tank I was working on last night out of the stone vault. Hopefully we get a quick queue here, and then that'll probably be it for me tonight as we get some rest. Dungeons in the game are fun, but you barely know the mechanics. Yeah. And most of them in the old world are like powered down. They're not really important. So it's like, as long as you avoid the boss main damage skills, the things on the ground, you do pretty okay. You might be killed like a couple bosses of a dungeon, but these ones in this expansion are tough, and that's good. I mean, it's good that they pose a risk, a challenge to players. I really hate the tracks that they're doing where they bring old world content back into the mythic dungeon scene. I think it just stinks, right? Like if you didn't play then, you've got to learn these fights. You've got to learn how to get to the dungeons. They put this portal room in over here for you to like zone into the dungeon, but you have this discordance. Instead of people all learning the new dungeons and then playing in that space, you have some who have done the dungeon 300 times and know it like the back of their hand, and some people who have not done it at all. So then we get into a group last night that's a +2, and the tank has never done the dungeon before. And, you know, like, you're not the party lead. You get invited to a group, whatever. They've never done the dungeon. They're in mythic content, the end game content. And it's just like, it doesn't line up. They should really have all the players learning new dungeon content and then playing it. And then everyone's new, everyone's at the same kind of step. And then you don't have this like kind of varied experience. There's one set in a temple with a big dinosaur and you hate that one. Oh yeah, that's in a part of, I think, Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, we didn't get our fear corrected there. I don't know why I don't have aggro. Someone's got something on. Oh, they're just doing a lot of damage, that's all. It's just a rat pally with gear. They're doing 1,000,000 DPS. I'm doing 190k.
Activating defense protocols. Seismic protocol activated. Offensive measures engaged. Dominant intruder identified. Offensive measures seismic protocol activated. Offensive measures engaged. Seismic protocol activated. Dominant intruder identified. Offensive measures engaged.
All right, drop the piece of gear. Drop it, drop it. Didn't drop it. Oh well. All right. Well, I'm probably going to call it there. Go get some rest. We didn't have all the luck in the world with Raid, but got a bit done. Got our Great Vault upgrades somewhat progressed. So we'll try to finish that this week, as well as push some Mythic Dungeon content. But I do thank you guys for joining in chat, hanging out here tonight, and continuing to make some progress in game. Have a good night, Hoop. Thanks for sticking around, and everyone else, catch you in the next one, 10 p.m. Central. We'll try to be back tomorrow, but we're looking good. We're getting our weekly stuff done.
and making some progress with some new follows, new viewers here on Kick as well as Twitch. So happy to be streaming and wrap that up here. Take care of yourselves and catch you tomorrow if you're available. All right, see you guys.